Hey there, it's Mike Clark here, co-founder of Developing Australian Communities. We're here at the Perth Disability Connection Expo 2022, and I'm joined by this awesome human being, Tracey. Tracey, first of all, thank you for jumping on this interview with me. Nice to meet you.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Beautiful, beautiful. I'm looking forward to this interview. And so you're a participant and a client of St Jude's.
Yes.
And how long have you been with them for so far?
So about 7.5 to 8 months.
Beautiful. And what drew you to St Jude's in the first place? How did that story begin?
So I was registered with Mosaic Community Care. I still am for my daily outings, so to participate in the community. And my big goal was to move out of home. And at the time, they didn't have any suitable accommodation for me. So my big goal to have that realised and to make that come true, I had to have an outside source come in, and Mosaic recommended St Jude's to me.
Beautiful. And how's the journey been so far?
It's been fantastic. I've been in my house for just over 6 months.
Wow, that's quick. So 7.5 months to 6 months, that's pretty quick turnaround.
It was very, very quick, and St Jude's were just so prompt. Any questions, any concerns that I had, I'm a first-time person to move out of home. It was my first time, so I was quite scared, quite frightened, really, really unsure. And so to be comforted in any questions that I had, and the emails would just prompt.
Awesome. How did it make you feel?
It made me feel comforted, absolutely comforted, supported, relaxed. And it was basically, for my first time, it was something that just made me feel I can't really find a word, but I was shocked at just how smoothly it went.
Oh, that's really awesome to hear, because I think it's so important that does happen. We have more experiences to share, more experiences like that, because putting more power back in. And how does it feel? How are you finding it now? You're 6 months into living in your house. How is it?
I absolutely love it, and I have not looked back. I, first of all, did not want to move out. I had no experience as far as cooking goes. I can safely say that I've cooked some absolutely amazing.
What's your favourite meal to cook?
I love my seafood, prawns. So it's pretty much a case of MasterChef, eat your heart out. I've actually been really, really impressed with all of the meals that I've made. I haven't poisoned myself yet.
You're winning.
I'm winning big time, and winning in my mental health. It's helped me to be happier. It's helped me to grow. And I put a lot of fear behind the concept of moving out of home. So it was, what about if I failed? And I'm now looking at, well, what about if I succeeded? And I have. So the smooth transition with St Jude's has just been second to none. It's
so pleasing to hear. That is really inspiring. And what else have you got on the agenda now? Now that you've moved out of home, have you got some other goals you started to set?
So I'm a children's book author. And I've written 4 children's books. I've actually got a couple with me here today.
Wow, you should bring them out.
So I'd love to expand on disability advocacy, as I have a disability in spina bifida myself. I'd love to do some public speaking and expand on my book writing. I'd love to write more.
Do you have any books we can buy?
Yes, I do. I've actually bought a few with me here today.
Well, I have two. These are my 2 young girls here, so I'll show you that. Sorry. I'll show you that. That's my 2 young girls just there. So I'd like to buy a book or a copy of it, if that's all right with you.
Yeah. No
I'd love to. I think I've got to take them back a little treat. So But that's beautiful. Oh, I'm so pleased to hear that. And so Tracey, what would you say that sets St Jude's apart? What is it, or perhaps what is the things that they do best from what your experience has been with them so far?
St Jude's has changed my life. It's that they listen, that they don't actually openly do something for you without your permission, that they actually help you to grow. And I've grown certainly in the last seven and a half months, definitely. I'm doing things more confidently. I'm happier. I feel freer. I'm just a completely different person to the person that I was when I moved out of home. It's St Jude's that have actually helped me to do that.
That's so inspiring, and I can feel the confidence coming through you. I can feel there's a level of this is our first time meeting, so I don't know what life was like for you before that, but I can sense now this certainty and confidence about yourself.
I was a very shy and very uncertain person, and there are support workers that will say you had no idea what to do. You were completely in the dark. I didn't even know how to turn on the stove.
And now you're cooking seafood meals.
Exactly. I didn't know how to turn the gas on. I didn't know how to push it down and turn it. The washing machine. I didn't even know how to cook certain meals. And now before a support worker comes in, they go, what can we? You've done it already. I've cooked my meal.
You're cooking for them now.
but that actually makes me feel really, really good. And some of the support workers have actually said, okay, what are you cooking? Yep, I'm staying for dinner. And And then they go, no, we're going home to our family. So.
Oh, that is so awesome to hear, Tracey. And so what would you say if you were to recommend St Jude's to anyone else? Why would you recommend them?
Because they're just prompt and they listen. So I'm not only was I wanting a home that was close to me. I attend the gym in Bull Creek. And I do have friends that live locally. So I didn't want anything that was too far away from family and friends. And it wasn't too far away from the community that I'm used to. So that was something that was very, very important to me. And they listened to that. That was something that, right, okay, we've got this. And I had a look at one home, and while I liked it, I wasn't going to settle on the first home that I saw. So I decided on the second one, and that was the one that I moved into. So.
Oh, that's so awesome, Tracey. I'm really happy for you. And listen, it's been an absolute pleasure to interview you today. I've really enjoyed it. So
it's been a pleasure being interviewed, and I really, really appreciate it.
Well, I look forward to seeing you on stage.
Thank you. That's another goal.
If there's anything we can do to support you, let us know.
Yes, definitely. I sure will.
Well, in the meantime, I'm going to grab one of those books from you, if that's okay. And definitely what will... if one final question I have for you is, in terms of the expo, how are you enjoying it? And what would you say to anyone else who's potentially considering coming along?
Definitely come along. There's a lot to see. There's a lot of people here. It's a fun environment.
Awesome. Listen, Tracey, thank you so much. I'm so pleased to hear of your journey. As I said before, I can really, you're radiating confidence and certainty. So congratulations on the steps you've taken over the last few months in order to get to where you are. I look forward to hopefully we can meet again next year when we're back. I live on the East Coast, so it'd be nice to stay in touch. And and I think it's a real testament to what St Jude's does, to the great work. That's why they've got over 1,200 staff and over 110 homes around WA and Queensland. So I can tell the cornerstone. It's really nice to hear that they're just taking that time to listen, to understand, and to connect.
Definitely. So the thing that I do want to say is I absolutely would recommend St Jude's because the safe and the quick transition, but it's been such a steady and easygoing transition. It's like, and anyone that I held myself back from moving out of home, and I was so scared of that process. I wished I'd actually done it sooner. Wished I'd done it sooner.
Well, you've done it now, and so I think there's no stopping you from here. So congratulations, and again, thank you for the interview. It's been awesome.
Thank you very much for your time.